Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. Welcome back, or welcome to The Hawk and I. My name is Lana Zelinsky, and I work in the spirit dimensions. As always, in all my videos or my live feeds, simply take what resonates, and you're welcome to leave the rest right here. Good morning and happy Friday. I hope that you are all enjoying the beautiful start to your day or afternoon, wherever you are on the timelines here. It's good to see you all. I'm going to give a brief energy update. I am not here on Monday, it is a holiday and I am going to enjoy an extra long weekend. So I will tap into what I'm feeling for the weekend and for into next week for the energy update. And if I do get a chance over the weekend or on Monday to pop on live, I will. But I'm going to leave that door wide open. So there's a lot of mixed energy going on, and you guys are probably feeling that. A little bit of scattered, a little bit of uncertainty, a little bit of decision making, a little bit of a desire perhaps to just kind of pause, give yourself some time to regroup, recollect, pulling together our thoughts. Um, Giving ourselves some time and some space to sit with spirit is going to be huge over the next couple days. If you get a chance to pause, sit with your spirit guides, feeling that connection. Connection is huge. I really feel that many of you are feeling a deeper connection, and you're just not quite sure how to tap into it. Sitting still, quiet moments, journaling, it's going to be very helpful. I really feel that there's just this elevation in our connection with spirit, with myself included, but with all of you. I feel like you feel that desire coming in. I feel that you're feeling. I can feel I'm not alone. I can feel that connection. I can feel that, and I'm just not quite sure what to do with it. Our connection with spirit is always growing, and our connection with ourself is always growing. Next week is bringing in a lot of heart energy. And when with heart energy, we often feel our emotions. We can feel things kind of like rising up, some reflection. You may have some things from your past kind of, percolating in the thought process. And gentle reminders for yourself that, yes, I had that experience. And yes, I've worked through it. And yes, I did the best that I could from where I was standing at that time. There's a lot of healing energy collectively moving through. And it's such a heartfelt energy, but we often struggle when we have those emotions rise up. Next week, I'm feeling that emotions rise up, and it's an acknowledgement with self love, those gentle reminders of I did the best that I could at that time, and allowing ourselves that space. Spirit said to me this morning, Lana, if you humans could just chill out and with a little bit less worry and a little bit more trust and a little bit more of supporting yourself and the supporting of the self, wearing your own superhero cape, working on your own stuff, finding your own spiritual tools that work, building your own support system is really going to be moving through next week. And it feels really good, but sometimes when we move through a lot of those emotions and a lot of that releasing, we do struggle with it. And it's a very normal thing to do with the struggle. But supporting ourselves, giving ourselves, wearing that superhero cape, that self superhero, and tapping into your own delicious juice is going to be huge over the weekend and into next week. Be your own superhero. Tap into what resonates with you. Navigate, what you need. What do you need? Ask yourself that question. What do I need to support myself? And really giving yourself that, gifting yourself that is going to be huge next week. And it feels very loving and it feels very gentle. But as humans, when we start to feel things, we panic and withdraw. Support yourself. Okay. I'm going to jump in and answer some questions because I'm limited on time today. I've got a delicious day, but it is quite busy and time sensitive. Thank you very much for joining me here. I'm going to get to as many questions as I possibly can. I'm so happy to see all of you. Hello there. Okay. Maroon has got the first question here. What do my guides have to say? By the way, I took Lucy to the vet and it was as you said, ear infection. She's getting her treatment. I'm Marina. Well done on trusting and navigating that, Marina. I really feel that I need to kind of work on that self trust. I don't know if you struggle with trusting yourself and trusting your own intuition, but your guides are saying lean in there a little bit more on trusting yourself. And we're often, depending on our experiences in life, we're not. That's not something that we're taught. We don't have a class in school that says how to trust yourself 101, right? So, and I really feel like you're doing well, and I just feel like spirit's saying, take that to the next level, take that next step. Spring, good morning. Any messages from spirit to me? Um, Spring, I know I've mentioned this to you before, but there is such a cheerleading squad for you up there. And it's like this, the ownership that you're taking on your journey of self-improvement and doing the best that you can to heal yourself. There is just such a cheerleading squad. And it's never too late to start something new, and it's never too late to change thoughts or change habits. And I feel like you're really, really embracing that. And spirit is like, we're here supporting you, changing you, or cheering for you, holding your hand, navigating this with you, and job well done. I also feel spring, I feel like you're coming into a next step with your connection to spirit. So I'm curious to know if you've been feeling them working differently with you, or perhaps you've been feeling, sometimes we can feel like, oh, something's changed at my connection to spirit. It's like, where is everybody? That's them lifting you up into the next, like almost like a next step into working with them. So I'm curious, Spring, I'll watch for your comment there. If you're feeling that they're working with you in a very different energy. Bianca, good morning. Any messages from my spirit guide about a dream I had a couple months ago about helping a young boy here in the human world? In the dream, I was an angel or a spirit guide for them. Bianca, I feel that this is a loving reminder of your own connection. I feel like spirit is whispering in your ear, "Hello, Earth Angel," and you're doing great work. I also feel, Bianca, this is pushing you a little bit. So I'm curious, Bianca, if you've been considering working with teens or with youth, or perhaps doing a little workshop for the youngers, or perhaps working with parents of the youngers to kind of give them some spiritual tools. I feel like this is a reminder that you are ready to take that next step in your own spiritual teachings, in your own little way, and letting you know that you are supported. There's such a supportive energy with spirit, and it's just like I have to lean in there and trust it just a little bit more, but navigating through the work that you're doing and giving yourself that next level up. Jasmine, want me to know about the robins I've been seeing in my front yard. Message from a dead loved one, will ever find my black obsidian rock. Okay, so with the robins, I feel like when I lean in there, and you can also look it up at the spiritual meaning of it, but I'm just going to tap into what spirit wants me to channel on that. I feel, Jasmine, it's about looking around a bit more. I feel like I've got to, like, how robins kind of hop around. They have a cute little hop, don't they? You know how they hop around? I can see spirit saying hop around and kind of try new things, taste new things, seek out new adventures, seek out new learning. It can be as simple as reading a new book, or perhaps something that you kind of got a curiosity about, and you can hop around. It's okay to try new things. So I don't know, Jasmine, if you feel like you have to stay on one path. It's okay to explore, and it's okay to kind of like poke around a little bit. You know how robins kind of poke at the ground? They're showing me that is for you to start to do, to poke around, try new things. You don't have to like it. Great if you do. It's kind of like that kind of momentum that they're trying to get you to navigate through. I also want to talk about this black obsidian rock. Will I ever find my black obsidian? Um, I don't. Perhaps you won't, and I feel it's because it served its purpose, and it's time to kind of look at again with something new. Try a new type of crystal, or try a new type of way. I also feel like the reminder here is that you are very much protected. So I don't know if you worry a lot about protection, Jasmine, but you are extremely protected, and it's more of now of a knowing. I know I'm protected. I just know I'm protected. That's kind of how the momentum that I kind of feel like I need to get you to kind of lean into a little bit more, is that stronger knowing. I also have for you, Jasmine, I feel, and I'm not sure if it's a grandmother or a great grandmother, but she's literally like leaning on you with some support, and she's giving you that nurturing of self, like mother yourself, nurture yourself. She's really kind of like oozing that into taking it yourself. So I hope that resonates there for you, Jasmine. Um, Jasmine, I couldn't move on there for a minute. Has something just not felt right for you, as far as I really feel it connects to another person. And so it can be, I need to step back a little bit. I need to give them some more space. I feel like I've got something indigestion going on, but it's more of that doesn't feel right for me. I don't know if you're being pressured into something, or I just feel like I need to say stand in your truth, and it's okay to step back. It truly is okay to step back, and we all struggle with stepping back, right? So I just feel like I need to just kind of give that to you. Just remember that I said it if it doesn't resonate in this moment, but it's truly okay to say no, thank you. That doesn't feel right for me. Um, Aaron, as I look into a new career, can you see what direction I should go, or something I might involve. Aaron, I feel really I feel really pulled to look at things and feel if you connect to that. So, when I'm not sure, Aaron, where you're, I think you're in the Netherlands, but here we've got like different job postings that it's called Indeed here, where you can go and look at job postings. I feel like I've got to wander and explore. I really feel this whole navigation system of feeling it for yourself, and that's been a big theme lately on the channel. I've been pulled more and more to teach you guys to follow your own intuition. And Aaron, if you find something and you don't like it, it's okay to try something else. It's okay to say, I'm just going to free fall into that and give it a try. I'm going to explore something. I'm going to see what I'm pulled to. Ooh, that job feels curious to me. And letting open doors arrive, I'm open to try something new. I really feel like I'm pulled into letting yourself explore something. You might discover something about yourself, an interest, or the opportunity to try something. Great if it works out. Great if it doesn't. Kind of animation is kind of how they're making me feel with that. Is we're so worried, not just you, Aaron, but most of us are. We have that thing. What if it doesn't work out? What if I don't get it? But what if you do? And what if you do like it? And if you don't, that's okay too. It's those stepping stones, Aaron. Just taking that step, trying something new, feeling it for yourself, exploring ourselves, and being, and allowing new things to come and go, and being allowing things to go. That was something that served me once. That job, it can move along while I try something else. It's about the test tasting, and I really feel like collectively we're moving into that test tasting new things. We are coming into this huge elevation with energy, and the vibration of our physical world is changing. And we're, we don't like change as humans overall, but being able to test taste and with new things, not just with jobs, but with people, with workshops, with interests, finding something new about yourself is going to be a big theme for a big part of our summer. I really do feel that we're being pushed to try new things. We're being pushed out of old, or out of things that we've already tried. And many of us, I'm sure, many of people will raise their hand. They're seeing a lot of change around them, whether it be, change in community, change in jobs, change in relationships. We're being pushed in that. Time for new learning, time for new exploring. Hope that resonates there. Jasmine, I find somebody that uses the same love language as me, which is words of affirmation. What color should I be wearing to enhance my chakras or my aura? Jasmine, that's a lot. That's a lot in that question. I do feel like you're going to find someone. I also feel that there may be a very similar yet very different love language, and I feel like I have to say that's okay. Sometimes we can become, too focused on it needs to be, how we work. There's a lot to learn with other people and their love language and how they communicate. People come to us to teach us new things, and I feel that, sometimes we are pushed to learn. You can have your love language and learn another one as well. I really feel like there's this learning adventure there for you, Jasmine, and just surrender to it. Jasmine, I'm seeing a lot of blue. I mean, just surround yourself in some blue. I think blue will really help. It's also going to help the throat chakra, and being able to lovingly speak your truth. Shelby, good morning. If you have time for a question today, I have to make the biggest decision I'll probably ever have to make in my life, and could use some guidance. Shelby, I'm going to suggest giving yourself some time and space if you can. I really feel like I need to kind of get yourself sitting where there's no interference. So outside in a forest, breathing, just breathe even on your front step. I feel like I need to breathe and feel it. I also feel like you already have this knowing, and you're struggling with what if it's the wrong one. You're going to land where you need to. And when I personally have, and I'm not sure, it's exactly what I do. I sit with it. I trust my intuition, and I know I'm going to land where I need to. Wherever lessons that are coming for me, the lessons are coming for me. I can feel that even with my own self, the lessons and the learning, and reminding yourself, I'm here to learn. I'm here to explore. I'm here to learn. I'm going to trust my own intuition. I'm going to trust how this feels. Shelby, I know you know this. Good intuition 101. Good feels good, bad feels bad. And just kind of let the uncertainties fall away, and do a little bit of trust falling exercises over the next couple of days. Stand really close to your bed and allow yourself to fall back on it. I'm going to trust the momentum. So I know that's not a direct answer there, Shelby, but I do feel good. I do feel you're going to navigate through this and really, really, and chin held high. Chin held high. Aaron, this week caused plenty of emotions. This week was very emotional, and there's more emotions coming. And it's about letting them go. I did a workshop last night on emotions, actually. And how we avoid processing them. We don't like to feel the what we perceive is not so good. We don't, where there's that embarrassment with crying. There's that embarrassment of, and we shame ourselves through it all. Allowing the emotions, they got to flow out. Pushing them down or not acknowledging them is not usually the healthiest answer. Melissa, one of my cats has been having tummy issues, and the other has been struggling with asthma recently. Do they have any messages for me? Um, I really feel like both of these cats, and I know you know this, Melissa. Please see a vet if you've got concerns. I feel both these cats. It feels allergy related. The asthma connects to allergy, so anything that you can do with air purifiers or keeping the cat indoors if it does go outside. I also feel like there's like a heaviness with that cat with asthma. So Melissa, anything that you can do to clear the air, keeping an eye on any scents. I feel like scents bothers this cat. The cat with the tummy issues, I'm wondering if there's something that has changed in the digestive tract where there's like a new development of something that's bothering my stomach. I do feel like this is going to settle down with both of them, but again, please see a vet if you have any concerns or if this doesn't get resolve with the suggestions that I made. Happy holidays, daybreak, Lana. I'm really looking for. I love long weekends. I'm sure we all do. Lana loves fawns. What do my spirit guides say about my relationship lasting forever? Will it or can it? Me and my partner have had a lot of hope that we will and feel like we're supposed to. Lana loves fun. Power of now. Right now, I'm enjoying this relationship. Right now, I'm learning with this person. Right now, we're holding hands and having a good time. Right now, we're enjoying each other's company. Right now, we're navigating through good times, bad times, hard times. Yeah, it's all about the power of now in relationships. Soul contracts. It's really hard for anybody to predict, and we have choice and free will in all of this too. I feel quite light and quite good in this relationship, but the power of right now is and when we embrace that, it's game changing. I'm telling you right now, one of the greatest things that I learned to do was let go of the control of needing to know how long this is going to work out for, whether it be work wise, relationship wise, friendship wise. Right now is where the juice is. Right now is where the fun is. Right now is where the learning is. Right, and if ever, and I say this all the time, and people who know me well, I say it to them. If ever you feel that you need to go in a different direction, please know I support that. Yes, it would be hard to let someone go, and I'm not saying you're going to have to let each other go here, Lanola's Fonts, but I feel like I've got to bring it back right now. We miss so much when we're living over here, and we should be over here in the power of now, right now. It's for all I know, we're all abducted by aliens tomorrow, and I say that with a joke, but it's all about the now anyway. It's all about the now. And when you can pull your focus into that, it is such a free way of living. It's freeing to not worry about, 5, 10, 20 years from now. It's all about now. Okay, that's my little rant on now. Good morning, Lena. Any messages from Spirit to me? Thank you. You're welcome, Nisa. Nisa, I really feel a few things going on. Nisa, I just feel a little bit of that scattered energy. So I don't know if you're struggling a little bit with the overthinking or if your thoughts are kind of wandering. I feel like I've got to like cool your jets, jets, and just lean in on trust. I feel like you're struggling with your own intuition. I almost feel like a little bit cloudy in my head, and I feel like I got to say, root through your spiritual toolbox. You've got a ton of tools in there, and really start pulling them out. And even if there's nothing really going on, tap back in there. A little bit of meditation, a little bit more of clearing thoughts, a little bit more. Nisa, I also feel like I need to kind of do some purging, but I just feel like I need to do some letting go. I just feel, and we always have to be in that mode of letting go. But I feel like I have to say, I'm going to let go of that worry. I'm going to let go of. I'm going to do a physical purge as well. Maybe a little bit of like spring cleaning or letting, or, just kind of like releasing things that no longer serve you. I feel like there's some releasing energy that kind of needs to move through you. And it can also be the old stuff, the old stuff that I need to kind of let that go. Grabbing some stones, going down to a pond or a river and just kind of like throwing stones. I'm letting go of that. I'm letting go of this. It's a very healthy healthy therapeutic thing to do even all the time. I do that once a week. I go out, I'm gonna let things go, and it really clears and makes space for new when we can kind of like get rid of the old, if that makes sense there. And sometimes we have to let the same thing go over and over again. Shy, I want to ask people to help me manifest that I can move into the place I want to move soon and for your highest good. Shy, we are all sending you energy that you find that right place for your highest good. Shy, I really feel if you're definitely ready. And I do feel it's coming, and I feel like the lesson here is allowing the right timeline to come. And I know that you know all of this, but I feel like I need to say I'm trusting the timelines for my highest good. We want things right now, right now, right now. I can even put up my own hand. I've learned to to trust the process for my highest good. I'm not going to push against anything. If the answer is no, that's not for me. I am going to take that. Well, thank you very much. Show me the direction. Should I use those words too? Show me the direction. Show me the right place. I'm trusting the right place is coming. And you're doing a really good job with leaving doors wide open, Shy. Start trusting it just a little bit more. And we are all sending you, Shy, that beautiful energy. Hey there, friend. Yo, friend. Um, let's see where we're going. Wes. Lana, what do my guys have to say about the move I talked about in Facebook Messenger in the group chat? Wes, I'm going to be really honest. I didn't get a chance to read the messenger chat. I was extremely busy. It was extremely busy week for me, and yesterday was probably about a 14-hour workday. Um, Wes, I feel like you're ready. And I feel, Wes, that again with the trusting, again with the allowing, Wes, I'm still pulled, and I know I mentioned this either to you in a chat or on the live here. I feel like I've got to keep my focus on the healing. There's something there with the healing, Wes, that I just have to scratch at. And I think it's part of a pause and finding, with this move, a lot of moving going on today between you and Shy and a few other people. I feel like I've really got to keep focused on the healing as well. So, Wes, get down and do some more releasing. Uh, Galaxy Gal, any messages from Spirit for me today? Um, Galaxy Gal, I feel like there's some clarity coming in. I feel, and Spirit literally took my glasses off and put them back on. I feel like there's like new perspectives, new clarity, new awareness. I feel like there's just this new information, like I just feel like there's clarity moving through you, and it feels like it feels really freeing, to be honest with you. I feel like you're also looking for it. I feel like you're kind of got that seeking. I'm seeking new clarity, and I feel like you're getting new spiritual vision. And when we get new spiritual vision, Galaxy Gal, it can kind of leave us with a little bit of, can I trust that? Can I lean into that? And I feel like I have to say, grab at it and really embrace it and allow yourself to see things differently and take your time with it. Sometimes we need a little bit of time, and it's okay to take that time when we get new clarity or new information. I also feel, Galaxy Gal, your guides right now are like really I can see them on a path, and I can see them lining up, and like 30 or 40 guides, and they're literally like, you're going the right way. So I'm curious, Galaxy Gal, if you've been kind of like looking for direction as well, because they're like, you're going the right way, come on this way, you're going the right way, one foot in front of the other. All you have to do is take a step, and there's a lot of new clarity coming in there. I'd be curious to know what's going on, if you would like to share. Marlene, anything I need to know about my daughter or a trip I'm going on tomorrow? I feel quite good with this trip. I feel like I have to say really enjoy. I feel like I have to say, like all trips, there's moments where things glitch. That's normal. Like, and it doesn't feel huge to me. It just feels like normal. And I really have to say, looking around on this trip and really enjoying and really kind of having a different perspective on it, with a lot of go with the flow energy. So I don't know, Marlene, if you tend to be quite structured, but I feel like this trip is going to kind of like bring you a little bit of, and it feels loving lessons of just going with the flow, of just allowing, no, just allowing. If things don't go exactly as planned or scheduled, embrace it. But this trip does feel really good. I don't feel anything heavy there with it. I just feel like there's going to be enjoying and letting go. A lot of letting go stuff to being talked about today. Spring, I had a call out. I had to call out of rehab yesterday because I became overheated during the night. I'm doing better today, though. Much love to you, Spring. Mel, Now, good morning, Lana. Any messages for me today? I'm just going to sip my tea here. Now, I'm not sure how you're going to feel about this, but I need to dance. I need, I, it, there's, I got to keep moving energy for you, Mel. So I don't know if you feel things aren't moving, or if things are moving fast. There's something there with movement that I got to get you to kind of like move your physical body. Um, I need to have a good dance. I need to shake. I need to shake. I need to shake my booty. I need to have a good dance. I need to move momentum. I need to move. And it feels more energetic than anything. I feel like I've got to kind of like move. Um, Now I also feel laughter. Laughter. I just got to get you when you laugh at something. Really allow yourself to laugh. There's something here, Mel, with moving of energy, of letting it flow through, letting it move around. And sometimes with our own physical movement, it kind of gets things move. It gets the energy moving. So I don't know if there's been a lot of energy around you, Mel, that's not moving, or if you feel like things aren't moving. But I need to get you kind of like moving. If that makes sense. All right. Maria Garcia. I'm considering moving to Mexico. Oh, I love Mexico. Maria, I'd love to come with you. I love Mexico. Mexico, what? Excuse me, sorry. What is the energy around this feel like? And is there something I need to know? So, Maria Garcia, I feel that I don't feel it as a considering. I feel like you're being pulled. So I feel like I'm being pulled to Mexico. Like I feel like Mexico's calling me. I feel it very deep. And I feel like it's been percolating for a little bit. So I'm curious, Maria. This has come up for you before, where I feel like I need to go to Mexico. I feel, and I do feel like I just keep having this come up before in the past. I don't know if this has come up for you before, so I could appreciate if you could acknowledge that in the chat. If this has come up for you before, um, the energy feels quite good with the change. And I'm not just saying that because Mexico feels quite good, but Mexico has a very different energy, and I feel like you fit there. Like I just feel like there's this fit. Now that would be a big change, and of course, changes brings that bumpy ride. But I just see it going like this with a smooth. You also have choice and free will, Maria. You need to kind of lean into this. Do I feel ready? Do I need a bit more time? And that has to come from you. Am I ready to go? Am I ready for that step? Am I ready for that change? Am I ready for that for to navigate myself through that? It does feel good to me. I'm not sure where you are right now, but it feels very different energetically from where you are now. And it has more of a flow. It just seems to flow for me. Um, my mouse just got away. Bianca, yes, I work in a behavioral program for sixth grades. There it is. And it has inspired me to take this path seriously. I'm already working on my teacher degree, but I might do counseling later on for my master's. Bianca, do you also do any energy work with I'm curious to know if you've considered adding that spiritual side, that spiritual flavor to it. But there it is. You are an earth angel with these kids. And perhaps, it's pushing you a little bit to challenge yourself or raise the bar and a teaching degree. I feel, and we can bring energy to people without necessarily having a full force um spiritual teacher kind of label with it. You're already helping these kids. You're already not, earth angeling them. And sometimes we truly don't. Ooh, I like this. How Spirit's saying this to me. Sometimes we truly don't know the impact we have on people. And I think so many of you are already earth angels, and so many of you are doing this work to support other people. And it can be something as simple as a smile. It can be something as holding space, sending good energy out. That is all profound energy to be able to do. So well done, you, Bianca. Um, Jasmine, yeah, it always wor always worried that I am protected or am I safe? There it is, Jasmine. You are very much protected. And I think that lost obsidian is trying to teach you that. And if you really do feel like you need the obsidian, that's perfectly okay. You can go up and grab another one. Erin isn't Dutch. She lives in Chicago. Oh, okay. My apologies. Lisa Church, I'm going in for an ultrasound of my gallbladder on Wednesday. My bloodline test is showing I have inflammation of my gallbladder. Should I be worried about it? Um, I'm not feeling worried about it. I do feel like you need to, to definitely go for the ultrasound. And the inflammation, I don't feel terrible with it. It feels corrective. I feel like there's, something here. Like I don't feel like this is something that's going to be long term. I feel like I feel like you're in good hands in the medical world. I also feel it's going to bring in some changes. Inflammation is huge. It impacts our body from the food that we eat to our stress levels. I would also incorporate, sorry, Lisa, as well as the medical side of it, I would also add a little bit of spiritual work into this with letting go, decreasing the stress, trusting myself. That also helps enter, the holistic world and the medical world. When we work together, I'm telling you, it's incredible in the things that we can do. So I would also take a look at this at what kind of spiritual work can I do to support myself through this as well. I don't feel terrible with it though, Lisa. I really don't. But definitely keep following through. Um, Jasmine, yes, I think I've been feeling nauseated lately. I think that's to do with my teacher, spiritual healer, Stacy, because she's about to move, and I keep thinking. Um, Look at it from this perspective, Jasmine. If she's moving, and that's a good thing. You can. There's always a connection, and you don't have to be physically close to have a connection. But I think it's also opening up into new directions, and people do step back, and a new teacher comes in. In even daily. Even with our spirit guides, you can have a new spirit guide come in. Come in daily. It's all about learning, and it's all about growth. And I think, Jasmine, you're going to land exactly where you need to, and there's always communication and contact. All right, you guys. Ooh, it's 9 o'clock. I do have to get going. I have a very busy day. I know there's a couple questions that I haven't got to yet. And my apologies. I work really hard to get to as many as I possibly can. Um, Enjoy your weekend. Really giving yourself that time to breathe and let go. It's we I feel like we don't necessarily do that enough, where we can just simply breathe, just simply focus on trust, just simply allow ourselves. This physical world, you guys, is so chaotic and busy. There are so many things pulling our attention here, pulling our attention here, pulling our attention here. How about you go this way? How about you listen to this? What This is what's happening here. you know Pull back for a little bit, even 5 minutes a day where you're nowhere near your phone, where you can just breathe, laying on your deck counting the stars, like anything that resonates with you. I really feel that we need to tap into that a little bit more. And I myself, I'm turning the volume up on that more and more and more. It's time to really pause, breathe, reflect, connect. We're coming into such a delicious spiritual elevation, and spirit is really coming in with a lot of this growth. The heart energy is becoming louder and louder and louder. The collective energy of people standing together in love, in support, in guidance is huge right now. Huge right now. But we've got to get our attention to it. We've got to get ourselves in that space where we can just breathe. We can feel the energy. We can feel the universe. We can feel our spiritual guides. And in order to do that at such a higher level of connection, we've got to pause from all of the squirrel stuff going on here in the physical world. We've got to be able to say, I'm just going to breathe for a moment, really focusing on the breath. It's a great gift to give yourself, guys. And I know I talk about it a lot on the channel, but it's so empowering. And if you can try and just increase your amount of time where you can just breathe, I'm telling you, your superhero cape and healing yourself, it's right there for you. Thumbs up if you enjoyed your time with me this morning. Let's grab an angel number, and we'll grab a spirit animal for the weekend and for the weekend and for next week. Okay. All right. What do we need from the angelics? 325. The change that you're making or considering has been guided by the wise and loving ascended masters. You can walk along the path of change with certainty that you're doing the right thing and going in the right direction. Hmm. That's that sure fit. We talked about a lot of change. Many of you talked about moving and relationships and paths. You're going the right way and you're supported. All right. Let's all focus on what do we need. You guys help me out. What do we need for the For the weekend and for the upcoming week, the vulture. In spite of the dire circumstances you find yourself in or the losses you sustained, you'll eventually discover the gifts in this experience that may not be immediately apparent. It's time to clean up the clutter or messes that you find around you. Develop new and creative solutions to those problems that you or others would prefer to ignore. You'll find that your excuse me, you'll find that your tastes, cravings, and possibly your entire diet will change soon, or pay close attention to your body's response when you eat certain foods. It's time to take all those material items that no longer serve a purpose and either recycle them or get rid of them. You'll find a renewed sense of vitality, enthusiasm about your life. In the morning, take a few minutes to greet the sun by standing with your arms out in the welcoming gesture. This is a good time to retreat and enter into a period of solitude and meditation. I literally just did a little bit of a rant on give yourself some time and space. I love this so much. Turkey vulture. You'll find yourself being more visual you'll find yourself being more visually perceptive to the point of seeing auras around others. It's a good opportunity to sort out and eliminate that which doesn't smell right in your life. Wow. How do you like that? I hope you enjoyed your time with me. Lana, you said give you a thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up. Up in the what is probably your left corner of your video. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video or the live with me. As always, I'm wishing you love, light, blessings. Have a spirit guided weekend. Enjoy, rest, recoup, recover. Take care. Much love.